Welcome into another episode of Football Heritage, here with your host, Stephen Clark. So, thanks for joining in today, guys, for the Watchalong. Really exciting game today. We have Southampton versus Manchester United, and then we have Arsenal versus Chelsea. So, going to be a great doubleheader to watch alongside anyone who joins in. So, as you can probably tell, I'm probably about half a minute late for the start of this game. So, just catching up here. And looks like they already have a free kick here. So great start for Southampton here. Ooh, went for goal. Didn't quite get it there. Valiant effort though. Ward-Prowse, one of just the best, just one of the most trustworthy guys behind a free kick in the league. I think he broke the record for amount of free kicks in a single Premier League season last year. So definitely something to watch out for. And he scored one against Manchester United as well. I think it was at Old Trafford. So, obviously, an incredible start for Manchester United last week. And a really kind of, telling beginning for the connection of Bruno and Pogba this season as well. And for any potential title charge that Manchester United will be hoping to have this season. And Armstrong's done well there. He's earned a corner here for Southampton. So bright start here from Southampton. They are a team that I have predicted to struggle this season, but they are capable on their day of affecting the game in a way. They got good players. I think Theo Walcott should be interesting. Going back to where it all started. Ward-Prowse here with the corner. Flicked up, and Wan-Bissaka can clear from the corner. So, danger averted for the second now. Great ball from Pogba. And this is what you have to be careful of this season, because he's already shown that he can get 4 assists in a game. And those long balls are just... don't know if anyone does it better at the moment. Cesc Fabregas-esque at times he can be. Home debut for Tino Livramento, the Chelsea Academy Player of the Year last season. He's a player who I expect to have a really, really bright season, despite maybe Southampton's overall position. But I expect him to get a lot of game time down that right-hand side and to surprise a few people. Ralph Hasenhüttl looking quite dapper today. Gone for the suit approach rather than his usual sweat jumper attire. Another good ball there from Pogba, and Martial given the starting berth up top here today, which is really interesting. Because as I have said probably both times I've watched a United game this season so far, is that I did expect Cavani to retain that striker spot. So unless I've missed something and Cavani is out with an injury, definitely a surprising one for me. But, if you are a Man United fan, I guess you'd say it's good to see Ollie not completely abandoning Martial as a concept, considering that some might see it as a bit of a risk, seeing as last season was his worst goal return. Ooh, great ball in there and off the crossbar and stopped on the line. Will it cross the line? Oh, Southampton somehow escaped that. There was just a chaos ball in the box there and it bounced off the crossbar and then somebody, I think it might have been Martial, flicked it, tried to get it across the line and just was deflected almost by like a back heel. It must have been so close. So it comes from this free kick from Bruno and just over Pogba. And then, it was Martial who headed it, and it just, it must be inches off the line there. Great defense from Southampton in the end, but wow, the chance coming about in the first place was quite shocking. And it's Livramento with the final clearance, so started well, the young man. Yeah, slow start for United so far, but they're growing. They're growing into the game just a little bit more now. And that 8 minutes has flown by. It's been a great opening to the Premier League season. I think that it's been a lot of goals, a lot of chances. A lot of teams maybe doing well to put to bed the questioning of their fitnesses. So yeah, the big news from this game, obviously lineup-wise, no Varane, no Sancho. So Ollie's playing with fire just a little bit there because if you do drop points here, there is that inbuilt excuse for the fans, I suppose, to say, where was Sancho, where was Varane? We paid a lot of money for these players. These are the players who we're hoping to be the difference makers for us this season. And if we're not seeing them, then, what's the point of buying them? AKA Donny van de Beek, who still himself is yet to feature heavily. Maybe they're trying to manage expectations, but I don't know. I think with Jadon Sancho particularly, I think that he's a guaranteed hit for me. There's no way, there's almost zero chance that he doesn't come straight into this team firing. So I don't know. Maybe an Old Trafford full home debut will be the best way to go for him. But if you lose this game or draw, it's a missed opportunity. And the fans will have to be questioning why. Is Luke Shaw, who's been so good on the left. Ward-Prowse gave away a free kick there, a little bit cheaply on Martial, and it's in a decent position here. We'll probably try to get the ball into the box, United. Shaw sizing up the delivery here. Looks like a great ball here just into Pogba at the back post, and he volleys, and it is saved well. But Pogba had to get that out of his feet really quickly there. Great ball in here from Luke Shaw. And just allowed it to bounce off his knee, and then the volley, just instant reaction save there from Southampton was pretty much the only thing that saved him there. Greenwood with the corner, punched out. And Romeo's gives away another free kick, and it's just on the edge of the box here. So United really maintaining the pressure well now. If they can turn it into a goal, they will be laughing. So Fernandes and Shaw over the free kick here. Fernandes could go for goal, but it is Luke Shaw again. Nice cross. Pogba got his head on it, just over the bar. So maybe a little frustrating there for Pogba, because I think that looked like a really good chance here. No marker, clear header. Yeah, he's just got to keep that one down there. So bit of a let off there for Paul Pogba, but still early in the game. The delivery has been very good so far, so we'll have to see if they can keep that up. How's things going in the Tottenham game? Looks like Tottenham are 1-0 up. Great ball there from Pogba. Again, outside of the foot here. And Martial, what can he do? He's getting held up. Will he go for goal himself? He passes it off. Fernandes back. And then Martial tried just to be a little bit too clever there. Great touches there from Fernandes and Pogba though. Martial might have just slowed that down a little bit too much there. Wasted opportunity. So the goal was a penalty for Dele Alli in the Tottenham Wolves game. If anyone is interested in that right now. Certainly an interesting game as well, given the trade of Nuno Espirito Santos to Tottenham Hotspur. Here we go, and here's Fred now, and Pogba's opening up. The pass, though, was just too slow there from Fred. The opportunity was really open for Pogba there, but the pass just was weak inside of the foot. Needed to be hitting through that ball. But Manchester United now have stepped deep into Southampton territory here, and predominantly the game is being played in their final third. Fred here to collect and recycle the attack. Cross in there from Genepo. And Genepo is a really exciting player, actually. I remember watching a few games of Southampton last season and really enjoying his kind of progressive carries and the way that he would run at defenders. Let's have a quick look at his stats, Genepo. I just want to see how he ranked. So this is according to FB Ref, great little stat website. Yeah, so into 24.43 pressures per 90, which is the 98th percentile, and 3.45 tackles per 90, which puts him in the 99th percentile. So that's really interesting. 2.7 dribbles completed per game, 87th percentile. So yeah, really got an attacking thrust. Just maybe not the end product, as we can see, kind of. His kind of goal assist XG is 0.10, which, is pretty low. 2.10 shot creating actions per game. So he's not really having the effect maybe that a player of his skill set could definitely have. Reminds me of maybe like an early Alan Saint-Maximin. There's Pogba looking classy again. Cut out though. So the ball's bobbling around a bit at the moment. Neither side really being able to hold on to possession for too long, as exemplified here, as we have a throw for Manchester United now. One thing we do know about Southampton is that they are a pressing side, so they're not going to kind of sit back and defend. That is the way that they play under Hasenhüttl, but they can be defensively got at. And it did last season catch up with them a fair bit, and they were quite lucky to not be relegated in the end, I think. Really needed some strong investment in the squad. And in my opinion, they just didn't overall get it. They chose some decent players like Armstrong and Livramento, like I mentioned, will be good signings. But enough to save them, not quite sure myself personally. Interesting to see Pogba's transition to the kind of that left winger, I guess, attacking midfield kind of slot that he's been playing last few weeks. Gives him the freedom to do what he wants to do, I suppose. And he's playing a lot closer to the likes of Fernandes, Greenwood, Martial, Cavani, Rashford. Fernandez with a ball in. Cleared by Stevens. Here's Wan-Bissaka now. Or he crossed it in. Bissaka's wide to Greenwood. Into Fred. And Bruno just kind of measures a pass. And a great touch there from Pogba. But knocked out for a throw-in. Pogba just kind of collected the ball on the inside of the box and just rolled the ball around the first time and just made space for himself. Great. A little bit of skill there. So a corner now for United. Greenwood taking it. Punched out again. Good goalkeeping. Greenwood took on Genepo, but Genepo got the better of him there, exemplifying that tackling stat that we just talked about. Greenwood's stayed down here. The referee looks like he might be stopping the game. Yeah, he has. Looks like it might be a head injury. Yep, Craig Pawson's done the right thing here. Though the Southampton fans aren't happy about it. Yeah, it looks like it was just an elbow from Gineppo there. Doesn't look anything malicious, so I think he'll be alright. Just went to go block Greenwood off the ball, but caught him underneath the chin. It's a good start to life for Stuart Armstrong, considering Ings left. Oh, here's a counter attack from Man United. Greenwood, quick feet. Runs a bit into trouble there. And here's Bruno. You know what he can do. He pulls it back. Here's Fred. Rissako's wide to Shaw. Fred. Touch is heavy there from Fred, and the chance will disappear now. Bit of a shame. Same old Fred, really. His passing has just been off today. 3 or 4 times, to be honest, in the opening 25 minutes here that we've seen him kind of break down an attack. So definitely he's got to apply some pressure to himself to get those right more often, because there have been some good chances. Great to see Alex Ferguson in the stands here, looking well. Good pressure here from Southampton. They've just collected the ball as Man United try to play it from the back. And they got a free kick here for their troubles. Bruno Fernandes gave it away. He's protesting his innocence quite hardly there. Yeah, I don't think he can have any complaints there, Fernandes. He clips Perot and looks like a pretty regulation free kick to me. So Ward-Prowse here, the captain of the club, standing up to take this free kick. Decent ball in, but no one's really in that potentially dangerous area. But they've recycled the ball here, Southampton. Oh, Livramento tries to get forward there, but just maybe took on one too many players. But he's done well to get back there and win the ball back. So Southampton fans will like to see that, play that even if he does lose the ball, he'll get back and he'll win it back for you. Recovered well. Good win there from Gineppo. There's another tackle and interception. Here he is. Stepping over the ball. Doing well. Finds Armstrong. Ooh, and Armstrong just curls one just over the top of the crossbar there. Not too far away at all. Really good passage of play there. Specifically from Gineppo. Just picks out Armstrong right on the edge of the box. I didn't even see the opportunity there. So he's done well. Great first touch there from Armstrong. Just inches over. Good player, Armstrong. Here, one back again here from Southampton, this time in the midfield. Recycles out, and Gineppo surely will get the ball here. Yep, he has. What can he do now? This is the end product we need. He's done well to cut inside. Tried to take the shot on, but just shot blocked in the end. And yeah, probably just a bit of a poor decision to take the shot on there. Didn't really open up enough for that to be on. Here is Armstrong picking it up in the middle. Out to Livramento. Armstrong, Livramento. Some nice passing here for Southampton. So they bide their time for their opportunities. Yeah, Livramento's got some space to run into now. This is where he can be dangerous. Crosses in. Ooh, finds his man, but just a bad touch there from Theo Walcott. Livramento wins it back. And it just bobbles around a bit. And they win it back again here, Southampton, off Bruno Fernandes this time. Really well here. Here's Che Adams, who takes a shot, and Adams has scored. Che Adams has scored. Great goal from Che Adams. He picked up the ball on the edge of the box, and he just lined up that bottom corner. You could see him pick it out instantly. And just a little reality check for Manchester United there, as Southampton have scored. And yeah, you'd have to say Man United have been the better side, but the kind of desperation from those Southampton players just to win the ball back 3 or 4 times there in that passage of play was just remarkable. And what a shot from Che Adams there. Just a lot of players might try to blast that into the top corner, but he just picks out the bottom corner straight away. You can see his eyes go to it, and he just pulls it away from Harry Maguire and fires it low. Great shot. But it does look like there was a big deflection off Fred, though, so maybe I've given him a bit too much credit. But regardless, they won't complain. Southampton are ahead. Yeah, big deflection off Fred's foot there. So Fred having a fairly poor impact on this game so far on both sides. You know, United are a team that back their ability to come back into the game. Oh, Fernandes is not happy. He gets a yellow card for dissent there against the referee. He believed that he was fouled in the build-up. But the goal stands, and Southampton lead as the play restarts. That's exactly what this game needed, I think, was a goal for Southampton. Just to, remind some of the United players that maybe, have been a bit lackadaisical with their chances so far, that this game is important. You need to keep seeing these chances through. I think for Southampton, it'll be a reward for the attacking pressure and intent they've shown. Specifically, players like Gineppo, Armstrong, Livramento, Shea Adams. So will they have the bravery now to keep pushing forward, or will they sit back? We'll have to wait and see. But with Man United, they picked up more wins from losing positions than anyone else last year. I remember something like 9 or 10. I think it was 10. 10 times they came back. So here is Wan-Bissaka. Great ball from Bruno here. Wan-Bissaka, but just a little overhit there from Bruno. Bissaka couldn't catch it. And it goes out for a goal kick. They're showing the goal again here, and where Southampton win the ball. I think they're trying to make the case here that maybe it was a foul, but just don't see it personally. I think Bruno got body checked, and the tackle itself was clean. It was all ball, so I don't think United can have too much complaints about that. So it's actually gone down as a Fred own goal. So really unfortunate there for Shea Adams, who wanted to have claimed that, I'm sure, for his own tally. Just trying to force something at the moment. They're just turning possession over a little too easily, I think, for Solskjaer's liking here. Need to be a little bit more patient. Great ball there from Greenwood, and McCarthy claims. Southampton won the ball back there, and it looked like they might have hit up United on the counter, but didn't come to pass. So I've just seen a stat that says that Man United have come back against Southampton more times than any other team has come back against any other team in Premier League history. So this game is long from being over. United haven't exactly had the response that you'd want to see from a team that's just gone 1-0 down after dominating the first period here, because Southampton are really the ones still creating the bigger chances here now, and they have possession again in United's defensive half. Shea Adams going out for another throw-in for Southampton. Matic clears. Here's Gineppo trying something tricky there, and he's caught past a player or two. But he's lost the ball here. Corner, maybe? Yep, corner for Southampton here. Giving off Fred, who is apoplectic at that decision. Not his day. And maybe strengthens the case that a lot of Man United fans have been saying that they need another midfielder still. Cross from Ward-Prowse here. Nice, but defended well. Luke Shaw does well to win the ball back here, and here's Greenwood. Shaw again. Into Pogba, who has space to run into here. Finds Bruno. Just chips in a great ball in, but defended well. Defended well there. But just shows how quickly things can change when you're playing a team as strong as Manchester United. Every player there, every play name I just said, from Shaw to Pogba to Bruno to Greenwood, all dangerous players. But if they want a title challenge, have a title challenge this season, they cannot be losing games like this in the opening few weeks, because they have a favourable run from memory in these first few weeks. So you want them to win those games if you're a Manchester United fan, and really lay down the law straight from the get-go. Any ground they can make up on a team like Manchester City from their loss last week will be golden. Here's Shaw. Chips ball into Greenwood. Gineppo does well to cover again. Yeah, Gineppo goes down there claiming he was fouled. Definitely wasn't. Definitely a bit of a dive there. So will be a Manchester United corner. Rightly so. Is Fernandez. Swings it in. Ooh, cleared. Here's Livramento. And Livramento knocks it past Fred there and takes it on. Wow, that's exciting there from Livramento. He beats Fred, falls, knocks Fred to the ground and crosses it in, but just nobody can get on the end of it. Surging run. there from Tino Livramento. But Southampton have kept it in, and they have it on the other side here with Gineppo. Oh, unfortunately, just couldn't make anything happen there, Gineppo. But Walcott's stolen the ball back. Still Theo Walcott. Oh, but it's been intercepted. Oh, chances are coming and going very, very quickly here. I can barely keep up. What a run from Livramento, though. He beats Fred. He surges about 40 metres up the pitch. And then the cross was maybe just a tad too late there from Livramento. If he had got his head up just that little bit earlier, might have been able to find Armstrong. Stevens has done well here to walk out. Oh, but Romeo's giving the ball away, and it will be a free kick here. It's a bit poor there from Romeo. He didn't read the back pass there at all, and when his touch went a bit awry, Perraud, his teammate, was forced to kind of make a tactical foul there to stop Greenwood. Huge moment here for Manchester United. It's a free kick just outside the box, sort of pretty central, but it's just in that area where you can get the ball up and down here. So someone like Bruno Fernandes, a technician who will back himself from this range, this is a big chance with about 2.5 minutes to go in the half. Going into halftime at 1-1 would feel a lot different than 1-0. That's for sure. So here's the chance here for Bruno Fernandes. He's stepping up to take this free kick. Eyeing it up here. 4 in the... It's a big wall here. There's about 4, 5, 6 players in the wall there, plus another few Man United players. This looks on for Fernandes. So, Bruno here now. Only seconds away from the free kick. Let's see what he can produce. It's in his range for sure. Bruno Fernandes into the wall. The wall did their job really well there. Looked all set up for Bruno Fernandes to do something special before half-time there. Here's Luke Shaw with the corner. Oh, Matic got his head to it, and it was on target. Could have been a goal there, but good save there from McCarthy. And it had to be clean there from McCarthy because Paul Pogba was waiting there to pounce on any sort of loose goalkeeping there. They've created chances from their set pieces, Manchester United, but just haven't been able to convert them. But it looks a good passageway to goal here. So into 2 minutes of added stoppage time here. So Shaw losing out here, but he's won it back there cleverly there, Shaw. Could have been dangerous. But yeah, they look really dangerous when they win the ball back in United territory, Southampton. It seems to be the game plan for Shaw. Just apply the pressure on some certain targets. And then spring a counter-attack. Bit of a wasted ball there from United, and that'll probably be the half. Maguire looks really frustrated, same with Bruno here. Understandably not been the half that Manchester United fans would have hoped for here. And maybe just given some weight to those comments about, not starting someone like Jadon Sancho and a Varane. Do they need the time to bed in? They're world-class players. Surely they can have an effect on this team. But just from the outside here, as a Chelsea fan watching in, I think that the very clear missing hole in this United team at the moment is sort of some true ball-playing midfielders. You've got Bruno and Pogba who like to play that a little bit more forward at the moment. So players like Matic and Fred here just aren't up to standard. Fred in particular looks super out of his depth here. So that's half-time here, and it's 1-0 at the moment. What did anyone who's watched so far made of this game? For me, United had the best of kind of possession in the opening 20-30 minutes, but then Southampton just turned it on, and their pressure was really, really good. A few real good passages of play from Southampton as well. Gineppo looks dangerous. Livramento looks dangerous. So Manchester United are a goal behind at halftime, and Bruno Fernandes looks furious. Awesome. I'm going to have a short break here, guys, during halftime, so I'll see you back when the second half commences. And we are back for the second half now, guys. So, really interesting half, like we said. Manchester United probably had the better of play for the majority, but Southampton with the lead, with kind of a 10-minute spell of I guess you could say, domination at points. Certainly they looked the team with more aggression. But we know from last week what United are capable of. And last season, they certainly were the kings of the comeback. So let's see what they can produce now. At some point during this half, we will also get the Chelsea versus Arsenal team news. So we'll be keeping an eye out for that. As a Chelsea fan, certainly we'll be hoping that Lukaku makes his debut today. And it seems like Ben White is out as well. So huge loss there for Arsenal. Wan-Bissaka has won a corner here for United early on. And I think I mentioned it towards the end of the first half that set pieces has been the best route to goal for United so far in this game. They've looked pretty dangerous from all of them, just haven't been able to convert. So we'll see here if they've made a slight change here. Ooh, Pogba is limping quite badly here. We'll have to see how that one plays out. Corner comes in. It's high. It's to the back. Lindelof gets the first header, but cleared away there. Certainly would be a huge loss here to lose Pogba, who's looked really lively at times. Here's Matic. Good ball here. Here's Martial, who really didn't get involved much in that first half. Only 10 touches. And here is Fernandes. Good clip there again from Fernandes. Wan-Bissaka. Ooh, Pogba's calling handball here. It's gone to a corner. So the decision isn't a penalty straight off here, but we'll have to see what VAR says about this. Here is the replay. So cut back from Bissaka to Pogba. Looks off the chest there. Yep, no penalty. So maybe just a bit heated in the moment there. Pogba thought he saw an arm, but it was definitely off the chest of Salisu. Another corner for United. This surely will go in. Oh, cleared from Southampton there, just at the last second there. So United started this the second half dangerously, and just a reminder to Southampton who they are playing. So their Walcott's come off for Southampton. Have to see who they've actually put on here, because I think I missed that at halftime. So Jan Bednarak has come on for Theo Walcott. So they've presumably moved to a back three then, in that case. Maybe in preparation for the United onslaught. Also, the 3-5-2 is a formation suited to counter-attacking. So that's probably where their heads are at the moment. Probably presuming that United are going to come out and dominate the ball here. No changes for Manchester United at halftime, surprisingly. No Sancho. He's not given the responsibility just yet. Well, here's a quick throw in here. And here's Armstrong. Oh, Che Adams was just a toe away from getting a tap in there. So Manchester United have to switch on there from those dead ball situations. Just too slow to react there, you know. It was just a quick throw in. Kind of broke the offside trap there with the throw-in. And Southampton winning the ball back here, just like they did in that first half. Livramento and ball through from Ward-Prowse here, just claimed back from United. Oh, Fred's... Oh, he's just escaped there, Fred. Genepo gets a yellow card there for bringing down Fred. Perot here with a cross in. It's fallen back here for Adams. Touches it for Livramento. Ooh, has a long shot there. Bit wishful there from Livramento. Looking for his first senior goal, but it's just gone over the bar. Reminds me of the hit from Chalobah. Unfortunately, just not as on target. Ooh, looks like Genepo's down here with a slight problem. The medical team's come on. Could be tactically trying to slow the game down, but we'll have to see. So looks like Genepo actually hurt himself in stopping Fred just before. But he's come back on, and he looks like he will continue. Though I'm sure Nathan Redmond will be getting warmed up on the bench there just in case. Also a dangerous player on the left or right hand side. Great to see a reasonably full St. Mary's Stadium here, as kind of things return to some sort of normality. Stevens clips in a good ball there, but Armstrong just won't be able to get there before Maguire. And De Gea will get rid of it here. Yep. Cross in here. And Pogba falls here to Greenwood, and Greenwood has scored. Well, it's all happened at the moment. My stream cut out for a second, my camera's cut out. But Greenwood has scored for Manchester United. And we're back. Let's change that on the scoreboard. So it was great there, work from Pogba just inside the box, took a touch, looked, got his head up, and he saw Greenwood was just making just the right run there. So he clips it into Bruno, then flicked on from Pogba again, and then Greenwood hits it first time, and McCarthy can't stop that. 1-1. Great awareness there from Pogba just to pick him out, Greenwood here. Gets a bit of luck as it goes through McCarthy's legs, but you take the shot on first time and you hit the target, and then you give yourself an awesome chance. And here's Southampton straight away with a response here. So that changes the game a lot. Now it's up to Southampton whether or not they're going to come out and make a game, and this looks like they will from what we're seeing here. Great ball forward here, and here's Martial. Good defense there from Stevens to get the ball away. But, Martial just again, he made a good run there, but just couldn't do anything with it. And here is Sancho getting some instruction here. So, Jadon Sancho to make his second appearance for Manchester United in the Premier League. What effect can he have now? This might be the perfect setting for him to bring him on. So Solskjaer could look like a genius at the end of the day if he scores the winner. Great ball here, and here's Martial. But he's again been cut out there. Just not slick enough on the ball, Martial, at the moment. He looks pretty frustrated. I wonder if he'll be the one to come off. Yeah, it will be Anthony Martial who will make way for Jadon Sancho. So you'd imagine Greenwood would move from that right-hand side up front, and Sancho would take up the vacant position on the right. Still 1-0 to Tottenham in the Tottenham Wolves game. Here's Livramento. Again, bursting through with pace. Clipped it up. Just unfortunately behind the goal there. Unlucky. So Jadon Sancho is coming on now. Martial jogs off on the 58th minute. Not the performance Martial would have been looking for, but this very much is the moment Manchester United fans have been waiting for. Will Sancho get his first goal for Manchester United here today? Here's Greenwood. Pogba. Makes space for himself. Here's Pogba. Classy. Oh, just missed it there. Oh, so Pogba walks past about 3 Southampton defenders here with some really great skill, and then just pulls it to the right and takes his shot, and it just skims past the post there. Really unfortunate there for Pogba. Would have been a great moment. He's definitely playing with a lot of confidence and enjoyment at the moment, Paul Pogba. He's got his 5th assist of the season already, so he's due a goal. So great impact already this season for Paul Pogba. Will this be the season maybe that United fans have been kind of hoping for many years? Here's Livramento now. Decided against outrunning Shaw, but did well there to pass to Ward-Prowse. Still not the ideal result here for Manchester United. They will want desperately to get the second goal here. A draw away at Southampton is not on the agenda. Some rumours in the Chelsea game that the starting front three for Chelsea will be Romelu Lukaku, Kai Havertz starting up front together. So that will be really interesting to see. In it too, Lukaku worked really well with Lautaro Martinez up front last season, and I think that we've seen that is Kai Havertz's best position as well. Chances have just kind of simmered down in this game at the moment. Shaw finds Sancho here, and Sancho's got it inside the box here. Cuts it back to Fred. And clips to Greenwood, who he miscued the header just a tad and hits it over the bar. But good clip from Fred there, and good ball from Shaw to start everything off. Maybe a bit unadventurous from Sancho just there, but might be a bit harsh. Good header from Greenwood at the end, but probably should be hitting the target there, Only 5 or 6 yards out of goal. Here's Pogba. Done well to send it out wide here to Wan-Bissaka. And here is Sancho. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Crossed in for Fernandes. Good save. And McCarthy picks it up at the end. So there's a decent chance there. And Fernandes with a stooping low header. Just saved by McCarthy. And then he eventually followed up with a pickup. Good running here from Armstrong here. But he's gone down and no foul given. And now United can counter-attack. Here's Bruno. He's got Sancho on the overlap here. Great tackle there from Salisu there. And here's Gineppo. But Gineppo's given the ball away here. Here's Pogba. Good tackle here, and the intensity in this game at the moment has just gone up a few notches in these last few minutes. Pogba out wide on the left here for Sancho. He's one-on-one with Stevens here. Passes it back here. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Ball in here. Pogba going for the header, but cleared. And it's back with Shaw now. The ball just refuses to stay still at the moment. Each side recycling possession every few seconds here. It's a rapid pace. Here's Fred. Will he send it out wide here? He has. Here's Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka. Crosses it in. It's Pogba. Can he get a touch on it here? Who's going to clear it? They have cleared it, Southampton. But it's coming back in. And here's Wan-Bissaka again. Wan-Bissaka really getting involved here on the right. Playing more as a winger at the moment. As Southampton are pinned back in the box. Here's Maguire. Will surely look for Bissaka again here. He has. Change of direction pass there from Bissaka. And a free kick given away. Genepo and United have a free kick. Bruno Fernandes. Breaking down teams in a low block has been a problem for United, specifically last season. They thrived more in counter-attacking situations, which is probably why they had a really good record against the top six. But this has been notoriously a bit of a problem for these United sides, specifically not with the midfielders that can break the lines. But set-piece opportunities like these are golden in these type of games. Could change in an instant. Here's Fernandes with a cross. Cleared. Here's a volley. Greenwood. Oh, the depth perception of the camera there tricks me a little bit. I thought I were about to see an absolute cracking volley, but it has gone wide. So another change for Southampton. Genepo will be coming off. Probably a safe decision. And it'll be the French under-21 midfielder Diallo coming on. And yep, safe decision there from Genepo. He's looked bright at times, but again, the end product not really what's required, and the yellow card obviously makes him an easy candidate to take off for safety here. Diallo is traditionally more of a centre midfielder, so you'd expect that maybe Ward-Prowse might be shifted onto the right here as a consequence of that substitution. Here's Pogba. Dispossessed, and here's Livramento. He's done all right here, Livramento, to hold onto the ball, and he's found his teammate, Shea Adams, but Shea Adams is dispossessed. Ward-Prowse now with the ball. Maybe just trying to slow things down just a bit so Southampton can catch their breath here. They've had to do an awful lot of defending here in the last few minutes. So 14 attempts to Southampton's 5 here for Manchester United. Only 4 on target though, so they will want to change that as soon as possible. They're doing well and they're carrying a threat, but like we've been mentioning, they're just lacking maybe the intricate play just at the moment to break down a little bit of a low block here from Southampton. When in defence, that is, because when they're in attack, Southampton, they're pressing like crazy. And here is Ward-Prowse. Recycle well to Diallo. Ooh, blocked there. Given away poorly there by Saliso. And we can see that Scott McTominay will be coming on here for Manchester United. So this will be a important change, I feel like, just to get something a bit different in that midfield, because at the moment they're just lacking a bit of inspiration in that midfield. You know, McTominay isn't the most technical of players, but I do feel like he can have that drive and maybe he can break through some lines here. But here's a chance here for Southampton. Oh, and it's saved there from De Gea. Really good save from De Gea there, because that could have been lights. And Armstrong will really be ruining that missed opportunity here. Wow. Very important save here. Given away by Harry Maguire, of all people. And then great save there from De Gea. And it will be a corner now for Southampton. Anyone watching at the moment, let me know in the comments what you've been thinking of this game so far. It's been rapid pace at times. It's kind of gone down, dull at times, but then come right back up in these kind of moments and spurts of energy that the Southampton and United players have kind of interchanged with the whole game. So they still run a threat here, Southampton. You can't put it past them. Corner is being lined up at the moment and it's low in here, and United have dealt with it well. But it's come back and will be another corner. So they just can't get rid of it at the moment. Bruno Fernandes looking extremely frustrated, understandably. And another corner here for Southampton. Ward-Prowse stands poised. So Bednarek is looking like the free man at the moment. So if you're a Manchester United defender, he's the one that you'd be keeping an eye on. And Ward-Prowse deliveries, you know, they come in with a real pace usually. Here it is with pace. Whipped into that area. Oh, and Armstrong here. Just couldn't get it over the line. It's a let off for Manchester United there. All right. Darting cross in there from Bednarek to try and create the diagonal ball, but didn't quite come off. And now Manchester United can try and counter-attack. This is where they're at their strongest usually. They're really good at getting their athletic players like Paul Pogba and Mason Greenwood and off upfield. Yeah, just looking at this replay here, it was a really good chance here. Shea Adams gets the flick on, and then just Armstrong just couldn't direct the header. Really unfortunate there. He pulls away at the last seconds, and you know, it was a clear header. It really should have been a goal there from Armstrong. So 2 big chances for him squandered in a few minutes here. Here's McTominay coming on for Fred, and you know, I think that change is probably about 20 minutes too late, to be honest, because I think Fred has looked an absolute passenger in this game at times. And here is Southampton coming out the United defence again, and he blocked off there by Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire definitely knew what he was doing there. That was a tactical foul if I've ever seen one. Yellow card, yeah, you'd expect that. But if you are a Manchester United fan, you say that's a good tackle there, because Shea Adams definitely had the pace break here on Maguire. Shaw was trying to recover there, but I think Shea Adams just might have had the run on him too. So free kick in an interesting, dangerous territory here, because we all know about the dangers of giving James Ward-Prowse an opportunity from this sort of distance here. And, you know, James Ward-Prowse's deliveries haven't been the best today, but we do know that he is that kind of player that can just can just score from almost anywhere on the pitch, given a dead ball situation. I think I saw 5 of his 7 free kicks live last season, and all of them just had this feeling that of inevitability to them. Say this one looks a little bit too far out. Now just assessing it here again, might go for the cross. Yeah, it's probably a bit too dead on here. This should be a cross here, but what do I know? And you've got someone expert, such an expert like James Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse, or maybe he will take it on. Oh, Bednarek just letting the referee know there that the Manchester United wall had encroached on their line, and Matic wasn't happy. He's pushed Bednarek, telling him to mind his own business. And you can see the United players just trying to encroach a few extra steps there on that line. That was interesting. Ward-Prowse, great delivery there, but good save from De Gea. Now Pogba here. This is where they do counter-attack well, Manchester United. Free kick given away by Salisu here just to stop the counter-attack. So 12 minutes to go here, and it is looking very lively. He had made some really interesting saves here today, De Gea. And looks like Robin Perrault is going off for Kyle Walker-Peters here. Ward-Prowse wins the ball back, and can they counter-attack here? Looks like a 5-on-5. Space here for Ward-Prowse on the right. Delivers the ball, but it will be a corner. So chance on the 80th minute here. Happen too often. Let's have a look at these Chelsea lineups that will be out now, right as we line up this. So Lukaku, Havertz, Mount up front. Alonso, Kovacic, Jorginho, James, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Rudiger, Mendy. Very nice. James is back. And here is Ward-Prowse's corner in this game. Unable to find a teammate. Arsenal will field Pepe, Martinelli, Smith Rowe, Saka, Xhaka, Lokonga, Tierney, Pablo Mari, Robert Holding, and Suarez in right back with Leno in goal. So no Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in the starting lineup today. Interesting. It's Livramento. Does well to get past Pogba there. Oh, he's done excellently here, Livramento. Oh, good tackle there by Shaw, just at the last second to stop him progressing any further. But he's ran past about 2 or 3 players there again, so looking really lively, Livramento here. He's found again here, Livramento. Edge of the box. Goes back here to Diallo. And just trying to conserve possession here, Southampton. I think they're smart enough now that, you know, it's more important here to see out this result than maybe to try and nick a goal here and potentially lose the game here when they've fought so well throughout the game. Manchester United will really want to get back on the ball here. I think that, you know, they've given away possession just a little too easy in this game so far. What does anyone who's watching the stream think of the game so far? Let me know in the comments what you've thought of the game so far. Here's Pogba, who I think's been really good today, Pogba. And he's looked lively despite kind of, I guess, maybe a bit of a dull midfield performance all round for Manchester United. Here's Greenwood on the ball here. Throw for Manchester United. So, you know, with Manchester United, it's the game is never over. It's never dead. And I think that them trying to find a winner is definitely possible. They are a team that loves to come back into these sort of games. Jesse Lingard is coming off the bench here. That is a really interesting substitution and one that I actually like for United here. Based off, you know, I think he probably should have been given a chance in these opening games, given his form at West Ham last season. But he won't find coming back into this side easy with the additions that have been made. But great to see him coming in this game. Even just for a short spell here, see what he can do. Because there's always been a question mark around him, you know, whether or not is he kind of a top-class Manchester United player. You know, personally, I had a lot of doubts about him. And then that West Ham spell, I think, showed that he can be the main man at a smaller club. So no reason why maybe he couldn't play a role here at Manchester United. But it just depends if that's kind of what he's after in his career. You know, he's entering sort of the latter end of his career now. I would have thought that he would have wanted to play more regularly, but we'll have to wait and see. He's the kind of player that can catch fire with a run of good form. Foul given away in the middle here by McTominay. Love him or hate him, that's the kind of thing that he does. He breaks up the play well, and he will stop any kind of dangerous Southampton counter-attacks. So 5 minutes to go in this game. Can Southampton hold on and potentially put an early dent in United's title charge? Matic comes off for Jesse Lingard. What impact can Jesse Lingard have? Thanks to everyone that has joined in on the stream so far today. Honestly, I really, really appreciate it. You know, it's a new channel that we have here, and I'd love it if you gave me a chance and hit subscribe. And I've got a lot of great content coming up, and I really hope to engage with my viewers as we kind of build the channel. So thank you so much. Southampton have won a corner here. They're finishing strongly here, Southampton. You know, they're not letting the game pass them by. Lindelof perhaps not dealing with it quick enough here. Ward-Prowse taking his time, trudging over to the corner here. He knows what he's doing with that. Again, his delivery be a bit better than he's kind of generally delivered today. This is the dangerous side for Ward-Prowse with the in-swinger. It is close to the goalkeeper. Ooh, but dealt well with by De Gea there. He's just got a hand to it before it could kind of land anywhere near a Southampton head. 3.5 minutes to go. Really exciting end to this game. Who is going to get the points here? Or will it be shared? At the moment, Livramento has the ball here. Here's Armstrong. Tries to clip in across here. Luke Shaw in possession now. Fauber, Adams on Shaw, and now Manchester United can reset, and this could be their opportunity now. They're running out of time. Ball at the feet here of Lindelof. What can they forge now? They are now getting into dangerous territory. They might need to try and change things up. Sancho has looked a little anonymous, to be honest, since he's come on. But what can you expect when Solskjaer hasn't really given him a great chance here? He's come on into a losing position here. At the end of the day, it's not ideal. Yeah, with half an hour to go, you kind of would have thought that, Manchester United were the team on the ascendancy here, but their surge did die down just a little bit. Here's Lingard now. What's he got? He goes short here for Shaw. In here for Greenwood. He's dangerous. He's tricky. And here is Sancho. He's sat down a Southampton defender, but it's flicked up, and McCarthy will collect here. He's done well. 2 minutes to go on the clock here, guys. Bobby says in the comments here, Fergie time. You're absolutely right, Bobby. It is Fergie time. And I was just talking before that I think Manchester United have scored more goals against Southampton from a comeback position than any other team has against any other team in the Premier League history. So definitely wouldn't call this one done yet. And thanks for the comment, Bobby, and thanks for joining into the stream. Are you a Manchester United fan? Or you must be biting your nails at the moment, mate. And Fergie is in the stands. We saw him here today. Here is Diallo for Southampton. Done well there to get past McTominay. Oh, that's actually Walker-Peters here. And now they've just earned a little bit more ground here. Less than a minute to go. And then we're into stoppage time. Yeah, the Southampton fans are getting real rowdy here now. They can sniff a good result here. But United won't give up this easy. What can they conjure? 5 additional minutes where I'm just hearing now. So that's huge for Manchester United. That's exactly what they'll want to hear going into this last spell. Ball clipped in here is Sancho. Wan-Bissaka. And now United can come fast. Here's Pogba. Great switcher play here from Pogba to Shaw. And now Shaw's got heaps of space to run into. Sancho is diverted onto the left-hand side, but great interception there from Livramento. And one back here by McTominay. Not once, but twice. And here's Sancho. Space on the left. What impact can he have? Here's McTominay. He's got a booming shot when he can get it away. Here's Pogba. Fernandes, who's been drawn wide, but great tackle there from Shea Adams, tracking back there. And a foul given away here by Manchester United, which will be joy to Southampton fans' ears. And a bit of a small disaster here for Manchester United unfolding, potentially. Pogba claiming responsibility for that one. I personally think Pogba's probably been the best Manchester United player here today overall. Probably alongside Bruno as well. Probably stating the obvious there. But I think they've looked good despite maybe what they've been forced to work with today. Martial, Fred, quite poor today. Sancho, I wouldn't say poor. He's had a couple of flashes, but slightly anonymous given the fact that he was only really given 35 minutes to change the game. Not ideal, for a player who would ideally like to work his way into the game and kind of pick at the defense slowly. Must be quite frustrating there for Ole today. I think there was probably a 45-minute spell during the entirety of the game where they were really on top of Southampton and they had the foot on the throat, but they haven't been able to take their chances. There was a couple good chances as well. Specifically, there was a Pogba header that went begging. Martial kind of brought an end to a few counterattacks. As players just kind of stopped here for a moment, let's have a look at the Tottenham and Wolves game just to see how that's progressing. Tottenham are still 1-0 up with about a minute to go, so could be a great win there second win for Nuno there, who might have started life as a Spurs manager a lot better than I might have thought. So it goes to show what I know. But his defensive style can win games, and he did well at Wolves overall, despite that last season kind of not going according to plan. Probably mostly down to the Raul Jimenez injury, if we're honest anyway. So here's Manchester United. They've got the ball back. It's taken them a few minutes here, but now they can counter-attack. Sure, heaps of room to run into. Oh, my camera's cut out, but it'll be back in 1 second. And we're back. So Pogba here, drilled long ball here. Unfortunately, Bruno Fernandes let it run, and Sancho just couldn't catch up to it there. So, a minute and a half of extra time to go. It's not looking like the best of situations here for Manchester United. They've left it late, but they have left it late before, as we know. Ferguson not quite smiling in the stands at the moment, unfortunately. Maybe Fergie time won't be happening today. We'll have to wait and see. McCarthy taking his time with this goal kick. Understandably, from a Southampton point of view, you'd have to say. Flicked on here, and here's Maguire just trying to pump the ball forward here now. But nobody's taken up that central striking position. Here's Shaw. Who's it going to fall for? Salisu just clears. 50 seconds to go. Wan-Bissaka. Ball up. And he's knocked it out wide. He's knocked it out over the line, and it'll be a Southampton throw-in. Really disappointing there from Wan-Bissaka. It probably sums up just a slightly lackluster day here from Manchester United. You know, bit unfortunate from their point of view. I think, you know, having had such a great opening game, I thought they were the standout side of last week. Yeah, just a bit too sloppy in possession, unfortunately, today. You know, I think playing Fred really hurt a little bit. I think him and Martial are probably the two mistakes from this game. If Solskjaer could do it again, I think he might have made a different decision. But these are the type of things that he'll have to learn as the season goes on. And you know, he'll have to learn the limitations of some of the players in the squad and maybe get a bit more out of some of the more talented players, which there are a lot in this squad. Seconds to go. Let's see what happens. Counter attack here. Here's Livramento. Will he have the time here? He plays it a little bit safe here, Livramento, and understandably the point could be considered enough here for Southampton. Definitely could be considered enough, considering their perilous position starting this season. We're into the 96th minute at the moment, so their referee's been quite lenient with the stoppage time here. Sure, this is the last chance for Manchester United, you would suspect. Pogba. Wide to Shaw. There's going to be a cross in. How can they defend it? It's cleared. And that should be that. Looks at his watch, the referee, and he blows the whistle. So the game ends 1-1. Anyone in the comments at the moment, what did you make of the game? Manchester United do drop points here, but are they still in serious title contention? I think you cannot make any assumptions of a game like this so early, but it will be a good reminder to Solskjaer that, you know, maybe that squad just... The starting lineup is excellent. I would agree that it's one of the best starting lineups in the league. I predicted them to finish second this season, so I have a lot of faith in them. But I do think that potentially the squad depth isn't there, specifically in midfield. You know, it just hasn't been a day where they've played at their best today. So still question marks around a title challenge overall. But I think from a Southampton point of view, they played really well, and I think that United will take a little bit of solace in that. You know, it wasn't a performance where Southampton sat down and United just kind of weren't able to break them down. There was a counter-attacking threat. They played well themselves, and Hasenhüttl has rightly stepped out onto the pitch here and congratulating his players. Yeah, a lot more to come from this United side, you'd suspect, and you know, people like Sancho, when they can get Varane in the side, But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm probably going to jump off right now because I'm going to stream the Chelsea versus Arsenal game shortly. If any of you guys have enjoyed the stream and I would love to have you join me for the Arsenal Chelsea stream, and we can get a conversation going about that. I am a Chelsea fan, so I'll probably be a little bit more on edge for that one. But even if you are a rival fan, definitely join in. You know, I can take a bit of banter here and there. So yeah, definitely join in and let's chat let's chat football. Awesome. Thanks, guys. It's been a really interesting game, and I'll see you in the next stream.